Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Skilled87. Today I'm going to be reviewing Darksiders II for the PlayStation 3. Okay, let me get this out the way. If you didn't play Darksiders 1, you're fucking stupid. Go fucking pick up Darksiders 1 right now. Right now. You owe it to yourself as a gamer. You can get it for about like $10, $15 right now. $10, $15. And you will get a 20-hour adventure of just epic proportions and death and destruction and puzzles and puzzles and art and more puzzles, because it's a great game. It's like fucking Portal with swords and shit, but it's such a fantastic game. Fantastic. This game, God, one of the best games of 2012. 2012, Darksiders II, one of the top games. Okay, this game is so well put together. You can tell that they actually tried with this fucking game. Like it's just like they took everything good about Darksiders 1 and just made it triple. It's like triple. It's like let's just make more good. Like, let's not fuck the formula up like other games do. Like, yeah, let's have a sequel and dumb it down. Like, no. This game is like it's a sequel. It's better. Like, you know how they make sequels? Like Dragon Age 1 to 2 was horrible. It was like Dragon Age 1 was great. It was wonderful. It's like that's one. Oh. And then Dragon Age 2 comes out. It's like what the fuck? Like no. Darksiders 2 is fantastic. It's better than Darksiders 1. More fun, and it's bigger, and it's more puzzly, and it's more fucking depth, and it's purpler. It's great. So, what is the story of Darksiders II, and why should you buy it? Well, for one, you're playing as Death, who's basically trying to clear the name for War. Darksiders 1, War is one of the forces of the apocalypse, and something happens, and he gets blamed for him, riding without his fellow horsemen into Earth and basically causing the destruction of man. Now, Death of all people is like, nah, nigga, it ain't going down like that. Like, I gotta clear my man's name, because, Death and his fucking Swedish, European, Scottish, whatever the hell he wants to be accent is all like, the balance and shit. So, he may be Death. He may be the most badass fucking, character of the Four Horsemen, but, even he believes in the terms of balance and fair game, basically. Like, no, don't just kill off the human race. What the fuck? Like, let them fail their own way so I can consume their souls. No, don't just, like, all that other shit. But again, the story is pretty cool. It's straightforward. It's basically Death trying to clear War's name. And by clearing War's name, he must embark on thousands of fucking castles and puzzles that make no fucking sense, that have nothing to do with the concept of progressing forward. And every time he progresses forward, he has to, like, the number 3 is so big in this game. Every time you go to a new area, collect 3 things. Fight 3 things, or do 3 things. I'm worried with the control, like, yeah, new area. Another fucking concept of 3 fucking things. I just fucking fought 3 bosses, and I gotta collect 3 items. Now I gotta save 3 people. What? But the story's pretty fucking straightforward, straight to the point, but it's not the reason you bought the fucking game. Because it's too blah. The soundtrack, the voice acting is great, it's fun, it's believable, it's comic-y, it's just so, like, believable. I'm only playing the game like, yeah, keep talking, goat man. Just keep talking, goat man. It feels great. It's fucking fantastic. But the ambiance, while it's good, it's too repetitive. Too many times do I hear this fucking Chinese background. So I'm over here playing a game that has to do with like death and the apocalypse and corruption, evil, and I'm over here, I'm fighting. I hear a, I'm like, Mortal Kombat? Like, what the fuck is going on? No. Too many times is the same music used for the most random situations. Now, what ambiance is good, it's way too repetitive, and it's not broad enough. It's not enough. It's like it's not enough variety in the ambiance, but the voice acting is good. And the voice of Death was an interesting choice. They chose, I believe it's European or Scottish, whatever it is. It just does not sound like I would have possibly hoped he sounded, but he still sounds cool. He has like that evil, like he's just evil. Like Death's character is really evil. Like he's calm, he's collected, but he's fucking evil. He's like the Brain from Picking the Brain. Like he's just calm, collected, but he's fighting that brain of it. He's just like a terror. But yeah, the sound could have been better besides voice acting. The controls, okay, are a mixture of The controls just could have been better. Like, too many times, I'll be in the middle of a fight, or I'll be Prince of Persiaing the fucking game, you know, climbing along walls, and I'm like, jump, Death. Oh, you just fell to your death. You just died again. Good job, Death. Thank you, THQ, thank you, VIGIL Games, for doing the whole Dark Souls. Remember in Dark Souls where your controls just, like, die for, like, a good few seconds, and they have to actually patch it? That's what happens in this fucking game. If the controller just stop in the middle of a combo, yeah, knock the motherfucker into midair, and no, my character refused to jump or continue the combo because the controller's like, this died on me. Or I'll be Prince of Persiaing the goddamn wall, Assassin's Creed style and shit, no, and my character falls to his death. And I'm like, oh, what happened? Cool story, bro, because the controllers wanna fucking die. Then, there's so much to do in the game, because this is an RPG, action, adventure, portal quest. So there's just so much to do, like, this is just annoying. I press D-pad and switch the fucking macros to different button combinations. There's so much to do. And controls work, but it's just like, I wish they could have been modified. I wish you could modify the controls. No, you can't modify the fucking controls. You can't. It's retarded. It's gay. But they work, though. Yeah. You know, they work. They tend to unrespond sometimes, but they work when the game allows it to work. Square, light attack, triangle, heavy attack, X, jump, circle, interact. L2 is the Legend of Zelda kind of lock-on system. R2 activates your special attack. R1 dodges, and L1 does what I forgot. I forgot what L1 does. I don't give two shits. But, L1 activates your special abilities. And that's pretty much it. But there's so much things to do from there, because the game is actually pretty fucking deep. That sometimes the controls, like, you be forgetting shit. And then there's all these different combos you be forgetting. So it's like one of them games you have to really memorize a bunch of shit. God of War. Remember God of War? There's tons of different combos. Same thing with this game. Remember Legend of Zelda? The whole concept of adventuring and keys and keys and fucking climbing shit. Legend of Zelda style. And then climbing walls. Like, you character slides along the wall. It's all good. So he's like, yeah, let me just defy gravity. Like, it doesn't fucking exist. Prince of Persia style. And then puzzles. It's like puzzles. Everywhere you go. Every time you solve a puzzle, you treat it 2 more puzzles. So the game just never stops being puzzling. And just like Legend of Zelda, Hyrule style, when you go from point A to point B, you gotta ride the motherfucking horse. But similar to Skyrim and other RPGs that actually get it right, there is a fast travel system. Let's say you fast travel. Let's say you go from, you know, point A to point B, and tell you to go back to point A. You don't have to travel actually back to point A. Just press start, to the map, fast travel, woo, real quick. There is shopping in the game. You can buy shit, you know, weapons. There's a looting system new to Darksiders. Your enemies drop loot, and you can equip the loot from it being on the ground. You have to actually go to a menu. If the loot is better than what you got on, you have the option of equipping it right there and then. You can sell gear. You can combine gear into specific equipment to make better gear. It has basically all the RPG elements you'd expect in an action-adventure game. Like, there's 2 skill trees. You're not going to have 1,000 fucking skill trees. Keep it simple. 2 skill trees between Necromancer and Harvester. Necromancer being the whole magic concept, Harvester being the, you know, using your scythe concept. There's a plethora of weapons to choose from, ranging from scythes to great swords to giant spears to giant fucking maces to bigger fucking maces to gianter spears called glaives. But lots of basically the game still a lot, right? The only thing holding the game back is technical fucking issues, which I will talk about in a second. Aside from the controllers fucking dying on you. The gameplay is fun. The art style is excellent. I love this game. What kept me playing, and what kept me just playing like this, like, oh, so cool, was the amazing art style. Now, don't get confused. There's a difference between art style and graphics. The art style has really comic-like direction. Like, the colors are vibrant and everything's just right. When the world has, when you're in an area that's like death and just like despair, it's like the proper shading of brown, black, silver, grayish. Everything's like right. But then when you're in an area that's supposed to be colorful and vibrant, it feels colorful and vibrant. Like the art direction, everything looks just so fucking good. Like the game's art direction. That's one of the reasons I love Darksiders I. The game's art style was just fantastic. Like, everything was just so cool to look at. Now the graphics could have been better though. And the difference between graphics and art direction, the art style is what you see. Graphics is how the game plays out and the edges and, like, you know, anti-aliasing and shit like that. A game has a lot of screen tearing, which is fucking annoying. Even on the PS3 version, and the Darksiders I, the Xbox 360 version, the issue, now the PS3 version, Darksiders II, there's screen tearing. Not often, it's just there though. When you see it, just like, oh, my screen cut in half. The controls, like I stated, die out sometimes. When you zoom in and shit, like, just sometimes the world looks really SD, or you're looking at water or lava. It looks like it's supposed to be lava, right? It's supposed to be like lava and fiery and shit. No, it's like a line of orange. I'm just like, wow, SD. Let me see. Lighting could have been a little better, and the game has frame rate tips. Like you're in the middle of some badass combo, or you're like just like traversing the wonderful, colorful, place. It's just like, hey, 30 frames, 30 frames, 30 frames, 30 frames, 30 frames. It just happens. It's fucking gay. I don't understand this concept. Fix this. Fix this. But this game's so good though. Luckily, the game is so legit, fun, and action-packed, and just straight up, like that the technical issues don't like. They don't like mindfuck to the point where you care about more of that. There are games where the technical issues hinder the experience. Not Darksiders 2. The game has the frame rate issues here and there, the screen tearing. Sometimes the sound dies out, the controls be sucking that dick. But the game is just so fun and exciting and long and hard that it just doesn't hinder from the experience. The best way to describe Darksiders 2 and Darksiders I. First, it's worth $60 because it's a long game. It'll take you about 15-20 hours to beat this bitch. It has RPG elements that mix well with an action-adventure concept. Nothing too deep, but something that will get a person who's unfamiliar with RPGs on the right track to liking RPGs. The game's combat is for fans of the God of War fans. If you're into games like God of War, beat 'em ups, you will definitely like Darksiders 1 and 2. If you like a long adventure with puzzles galore, Zelda style, you will like the Darksiders game. If you like good voice acting and a cool fucking art style, you will fucking love Darksiders 1 and 2. Like I said, Darksiders 1 and 2, pick them both up. Both of them are great games. Okay? I will have a written review in the video description below, like I always do. Be sure to hit up thuggeek.com. Probably have this review on that site. And thank you for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed my review. I gave Darksiders Josh 8.5. 8.5 comes from the fact that 1, it's worth $60. Okay. 2 of the games is fucking fun. 3 of the games does a lot right. And 4, the game's technical issues actually don't hinder the experience. They're just there. And they can be patched. There are times where I shit on a game because of its technical issues. But it's because the issues actually interfere with the game, not this game. This game is just great. Like you'll spend $60 in this game, and you'll be sitting there for hours. Like, damn, this game is long as fuck. Like you'll be like, damn, this is good. I feel like I got my $60 worth. That really helped the game score. The fact that when you play this game, you'll feel like you got $60 worth of game. It's a good game. Definitely a good game, especially if you like Part 1. And it shits on Part 1. Much better than Part 1. Death for life. So 8.5 out of 10. Thank you for watching this video. Catch you guys next video, and peace.